This Week in Rap Beef. No, this is not a show that is centered around it, but the world is centered around rap beef right now.
That is a fact.
So it's not our fault. It's what we seen. Mm-hmm. Y'all put it in front of us.
Mm-hmm. Pause.
Yeah, I mean, different things can be put in front of you.
Pause.
Yeah, I got you. I hear you. Better safe than sorry.
Man, better safe than sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, like I mean, Mercury's in retrograde. Gatorade.
And Haterade. Powerade. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ.
Drake called on the aid of some legends for his latest.
Yeah, vicariously through. Like, man, listen.
What you got?
All right, so where do we want to? So from the last episode, we had the 7-minute drill with the apology.
Yeah.
We didn't even have the Drake push-up record, right?
Yeah, so this is an update. So if you've seen our last episode in regards to this, we owe J. Cole an apology.
I guess so, yeah.
Somewhat.
You can apologize.
Me?
Yeah.
Personally.
Well, no, not personally, but like it's just I'm not conflicted
so
on
you don't
apologizing.
have an apology?
Oh, because we kind of talked about like I understand, but I'm not gonna apologize. Because how I described it was like, yo, dudes is in the neighborhood boxing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody come out, gloves up, guns down. Mm-hmm. But Drake and them was just like, nah, Cole, we about to shoot this shit up.
So the plan is to show Cole that we understand.
Yeah, I'm definitely empathetic.
Tupac.
I'm definitely empathetic. Yeah, I'm empathetic. I'm empathetic because this is not his fight, yo.
Not at all.
At all.
Not at all. Oh
Shit's
man, I
getting a little nasty.
think I cut that up too, like from the wood. This is my fight.
Oh.
Then Stacy proceeded to go crazy.
Just bust his shit, yo.
But yeah, bro, I really believe that we got to get to push-ups.
Cause that happened, that weekend after we were done podding, something like that. Cause it's been about 2 weeks.
I'm big on. I'm a big fan of the Joe Budden podcast. I'm a big fan of Rory and Maul podcast.
Same.
So I believe, like, if you listen to that stuff enough, for one, of course, you don't want your takes to be centered around that. So when it comes to being a person that consumes content, you want to kind of consume a myriad of content to make sure that you're not, like, almost subconsciously being brainwashed by others' takes.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
Especially with today's just social media.
I mean, the way,
you see it on social media.
The way everything is, I mean, and I'm not doing these puns on purpose, but the way everything's tailor-made. Like with algorithmic things on your phone where it sends things specifically to you.
Yeah, as soon as
and
you like
think
one
that's
thing.
the whole world, but it's like if I grabbed your phone, like it's going to be a whole different Facebook experience, Twitter experience than my phone.
That's
you know?
a fact. Yep.
So, but yeah, like push-ups happens, and I spoke to a friend of ours, and I was like, yo, I really believe that like Drake is going to start to release his music opposite of Joe Budden's release schedule. And he was like, yo, that's weird. Like, why would you think that, bro? And I'm like, yo, I just think that, like, there's, like, underlying beefs that are also getting addressed
Joe said
during this.
Drake listens to the pod. He's a Patreon member, or at least alluded to being a Patreon member. 100%. So, yeah, he's giving Budden at least 10 25.
For sure.
Maybe he's a part of the show, yo. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm waiting for an Aubrey email to come through.
Not at all. That's never happened.
Oh, man.
He can't give it the satisfaction. But, you know, he's showing. He's showing that he's actually, like, adopting and adapting from his previous kerfuffle, his previous musical kerfuffles.
Definitely.
Like, I mean, you can see experiences that he may not even acknowledge. He doesn't count the Budden beef.
No.
But he's using parts of it.
Yeah, dropping.
Like, because I think he's going to drop more.
Yeah. I honestly think, I mean, I feel like we're probably getting another one this week.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we get one from Kendrick.
I don't think
but I think we're getting.
Week.
Yeah, me neither. I I think, yo,
I'm looking for the Heart Part 6 to be 6.
I love that breakdown because when we were talking on the phone, you were like, "Yo, which one will be the next one?" I was like, "Yo, it would be 6," and it's like that would be a good. Here's 5 minutes of just me getting at you, yo.
6 minutes
or 6 minutes. Yeah, it's too much, yo. 6 minutes, 6 verses. I don't know. Shit could get crazy.
Come on, go crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you are supposed to be coming up with a multi-layered diss track of epic proportions due to how your talent level is perceived and or due to your talent level.
Let me ask you something, yo. Do you feel like us as fans, it's just not just me and you, just all of us, do you think we are, let me preface it, I think Kendrick is lyrically capable at sparring with anybody, not just a Drake, but are we, just like we said, it could be the Heart Part 6, like, are we putting too much into what Kendrick might do instead of, like, what we have in front of us? Because, like, what we have in front of us is the Like That, which... Like That, I've been saying it, yo. It sounds louder and louder, especially since the Cole apology.
Production-wise.
Especially production-wise. I mean, I know we probably get into Kanye throwing himself into the fray and all the shit around that, but like the Kendrick shit, it was a big moment. And while Drake has hit us now with 2 responses, every time I hear Like That, nothing that Drake has done sounds like That to me. The third verse on the Taylor Made joint, I told you, man, I feel like, because that's really where that's what I care about in the Drake responses, is him rapping like that, saying the shit that he's saying, like the lyrical content. That's the shit that I want from Drake in this rap beef. Like, I don't want to hear like size 7 men's. Like, I don't want to hear like the little slaps. No, I want to hear, bro, you called me out. We finishing this.
I haven't heard. Okay, if we're going to talk about projections, I have yet to hear the Drake that I believe I'm going to rate in this back and forth.
Word.
When I say that, I'm thinking about timestamp Drake.
Yes.
Placed in combat.
Yes.
Now, when that happens...
That's like when our barometer starts.
Like that
kind of
no,
thing.
But not even starts. I mean, because you got to count it all. Like, I count push-ups as a decent enough response. But
Yeah.
I don't think push-ups is better than Like That.
Word.
But I don't think Like That is as lyrically dense as everyone may feel. Like, I feel like it's good. I feel like Kendrick is very talented. And I feel like Kendrick has a body of work that gives him the benefit of the doubt to act as if he's done more combat lyrically than he's done. No, he's very talented. He's delivered some solid moments, really solid moments. If you're talking about Control.
Yeah.
Like in Now, Like That. And don't get me wrong, there's lots of moments in between. Like,
but 9-7.
Yeah.
Elliot, a rapper with a ghostwriter? What the fuck happened?
100%.
Yeah.
So I understand who he is and how he should be revered and viewed and treated and all those other amazing buzzwords. But I'm just like, you still got to give credit to the person that's done it.
For sure.
You got to give credit to the fact that Drake has actually done it. Drake has actually won and lost.
Yeah. Meek, Pusha.
Word to Pops, but you live to fight another day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, this guy is thriving after a ghostwriting allegation, for God's sake.
Yo, he's thriving after we saw him. Yeah, the hip hop head in me, I don't think will ever let the ghostwriter shit.
I'm not saying it's
ever,
let go.
Yeah, but yo, he's the popular kid.
But a lot of people, that would have ended them.
Blackface would have ended a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it didn't do anything to his career. Like, his fan base is that, I don't want to say rabid, but they ride for him that much where, they're looking past, and it's funny that we just did the Bamboozled episode.
I think they cancel out. I honestly think that the blackface not the blackface. The fan bases cancel out.
Okay.
Because Kendrick, you could say whatever you could say about Cole, you could say about Kendrick when it comes to having that heavy type of like all members of the quote unquote big three have these devout.
Yeah, you can almost
like following
swap out. Yeah.
Like I mean, and I'm pretty sure majority of these people overlap in the Venn diagram of fandom, and they sit somewhere in the middle, or they like 2 out of the 3. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm not sure anybody just likes one of those. I think there's more people that like none of all 3 of them than people that like one.
Just
of
one.
All 3 of them.
Yeah. Our guy, Katsky, says he's not really a fan.
No.
Yeah.
He also says he listens, but none.
Drake's always number 1 on his top list, but he's not that much of a Drake fan.
He has a lot of music.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, hey, when you're catering to a moment, there's a Drake song for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how they used to be like, yo, there's a Hove song.
200 of those or some shit.
Like there was a Hove song for everything.
Yeah, Drake came and rapped.
only because he incorporates so much melody. That it's like, oh, like you know what I mean? Like you leave that guy alone, and it's like he might just do a whole R&B track. Now we're not even in. Like he might do a whole.
He goes off and does the electric.
Mess around and hear "Find Your Lovin'" or "Hotline Bling," or like
Passion Fruit. Yeah.
Or and these things just all come out of the same studio. Like I'm like, okay, or you get a scathing diss.
Yeah.
You got to credit the dude for having talent.
Oh, for sure. For sure. It's just tough, man. It's tough. So, because I'm on the hip hop side of things. Because if it was Cole versus Drake, I'd be like, nah, Cole about to smoke this dude. Just just because of like the substance in the rhymes, I think, is what always gets it for me. I've gone on a few Drake rants lately, and for me, while I do find myself to be a fan of all 3 of their music, maybe I don't know, I'm just me with, I don't want to say I'm more realistic about my views, but like, to me, Drake's music has no substance past the braggadocious and I'm hurt bars.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what to reduce his music down. Unfortunately, that's what I get in the equation. Like I just get braggadocious, or the outcome is crying bars. Fire, a lot of fire.
But the same, like that could be the same description.
Like it's
for Future, sans melody.
Oh no, for sure. It's like Drake and we can put Future in this analogy too. It's high grade fast food. It's like there's your McDonald's and your Burger King type of artist, but then you've got like your Dave's Hot Chicken or like D'Angelo's or just something that we know it's fast food, but it's like, oh, D'Angelo's is better than Subway, or like a Jersey Mike's is better than a Subway. So Drake I think is just that really good high level like fast food where it's like, yo, Chick-fil-A. You know what? Chick-fil-A would be a good analogy.
I was gonna use that, like, but I didn't want to.
Great customer service.
I didn't want to talk about the customer.
Yeah. Great customer
like,
service.
Great
He's serving every day, yo. Like you know what you're getting, and it never sucks. It's never bad.
It does at times, but I mean only because I don't like that specific menu item.
Word. So, and then, for me, guys like Cole and Kendrick and any other artist that may have a little bit more substance in their rhymes, I feel like is like a well thought out meal. I don't want to say
a lot of substance.
I think he has definitely more substance than Drake.
So
he's made attempts, like the For Your Eyes Only was because I think that came out before KOD. That was his first attempt at making like a concept project, where I think we kind of unanimously in the room, we kind of all said like that was probably his sleepiest album. But then he came back with the KOD, another concept album, but this time it kind of worked, or I think it did work. I mean, KOD is the beginning of the rollout for this album that he's supposed to be dropping,
right?
So Yeah, I think there's more substance there.
I wasn't asking if he had more in comparison.
Okay,
just if he has,
in general.
Yeah,
I'd say so. Yeah, I'd say so.
Because I don't like to me. Oh man, and this sounds bad, especially being a Cole fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like his music is limited too.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
I feel like he just speaks to a certain experience. Like
Okay.
he speaks really well to the college kid. He speaks really well to the everyman trying to come up. And then like all of a sudden he has his alter ego where he gets like very, very braggadocious.
Which is why he's in the situation.
Like, you know,
he's
it's
in
like that's where you get like his like very cheesy attempts at being overly like just extra. Like, you know, dick so big like a foot is in your mouth.
Yeah, when he's
like,
trying
you know,
to
like he's trying to like
be,
appeal
yeah,
to that,
to like contemporary.
You know, like a lot of his I'm the best stuff can be viewed as not as layered.
Okay.
No disrespect. You know what I mean? Like I think Cole's great. But I'd be remiss to say that he was as deep as he's perceived.
Word.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of these dudes, like it's like, yo, like they're deep by mainstream standards. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's also a conversation on the internet too, bro. It's like, oh, like I seen a few of the homies be like, oh, I don't care about what's going on in like mainstream rap beef. Nobody has a better album than Rock Marciano right now. Nobody.
Hip-hop.
Yeah, and it's just like, yo, like no shade is no shade. I like those artists too. You know what I'm saying?
But I think though, like those artists, like I think that people are trying to like say that Kendrick is insert name of a person that's like the top of the heap of the underground. It's like he's not that. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's just like he's a palatable, like he's not as palatable. But you know what I mean? Like he's the more palatable version that got a mainstream push. So cool. Do you think, bro?
Yeah.
But it's like, even like, is he Black Thought?
Nah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's no disrespect to like these dudes' craft. I'm just saying, like, you know, like when you start to rate them, like, you know, like is he Lupe?
Right.
Like,
yo, it's funny. It's funny you're dropping these names, bro.
And I'm not even saying I'm like the biggest fan. What I'm saying is like because when you're a mainstream music fan, because I'm not the person that digs in the crates. I'm not the person that like goes to every and any artist, even if I can recognize their talent at a high scale and understand that they're very skilled. I'm not gonna sit here and act like yo, when I'm really like listening to a lot of stuff, I'm listening to more R&B than anything. And then when it comes down to it, when I stumble into something, I'm like, yo, it's lyrically dense. That's cool. And I'm hoping that it sounds good enough for me to like want to enjoy the instrumentation.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me ask you. I gotta ask. Do you think Drake raps better than Black Thought?
what am I, Maul? My nigga?
I had to ask because those were names that got brought up and
Like, nigga, like, no disrespect to Maul. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Maul is very talented as a podcaster. I know not your favorite podcaster.
Yeah, debatable.
I said not your favorite.
Yeah.
That was the nicest
Probably
way to
my
say it.
least favorite,
You
but
know, okay. But shout out to Rory and Maul. But I think I think his bias, especially in the moment,
is
like,
deeper rooted in some other shit.
led to him. No, but not even. I'll say it led to him. It led to him articulating that thought in a way that he was just basically like referring to the consumption. Like, you know how somebody, like, he basically said like the best is who you consume the most.
Yeah, and
But that's okay. That's how he viewed it. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, people don't have to get mad at his take. His take is his opinion.
That's a fact.
Like, I could take it, leave it, not give a shit about it, or empathize with it, or try to rationalize it. But I have those options. It's just some dude stating his opinion.
At
It's
the
not
end
that
of the
deep.
day.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, his statement, I could disagree with him and still agree with the context of his statement. I think Black Thought is a better rapper than Drake.
Word.
But I don't listen to Black Thought as much as Drake. And the funny thing is that statement that's at the back end of what I just said is why he didn't say what I said at the beginning. he said, I listen to Drake more, so Drake's better.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, it's whatever. That's just what he thought. I don't give a shit about any of these podcasters. You know what I'm saying? I know they don't give a shit about me because I'm a stranger to them.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Like, the famous podcasters, like, it's just a famous person with an opinion. But opinions are assholes.
Everybody got one.
There it is.
Everybody got one. So, we get the push-up record.
Yes.
This is really Drake
Cheesy.
shooting at everybody, pretty much.
Yeah.
Shooting at Future, Metro. That's probably the line to me that I think is the most memorable.
It's also narrative shaping. Like, I feel like a lot of this, like, yo, like, if
Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums. Yeah, as a producer, that shit got me real quick. I'm like, oh boy, we coming at the producers.
if Drake is building a house, I feel like these are foundational songs
Yeah.
in the house that is this beef.
Yo,
He's trying to shape narratives.
calculated.
He's trying to mold the mind of the listener before his scathing diss that he's going to receive. If Kendrick, in fact, does what we all believe he's going to do, if Kendrick's going to say anything very damaging, he's trying to, like, soften the blow. Pause. He's trying to cushion that. He's like, oh, yeah, like, you know, he used Pac's voice, said something about the young girl. Like, he's trying to, like, Eminem, he's trying to be
Trying
Rabbit.
to 8 Mile, yeah.
He's trying to be Rabbit
himself.
the situation. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so it's like, cool, bro. Like, I see what you're doing, but, like, trust me. Like, if the pedophilia angle lands the way it could land, there's no prefacing that's going to make it okay.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, like, but he said he liked young girls. So, you know,
Yeah.
who cares that he was, like sending that personal dick pic that he just sent to the whole internet to a 16-year-old. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be okay. It's going to be clipped for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody's going to want to really rock with you. Like, it's going to be like, yeah, you kind of a dirty old man, bro. Get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not going to be that deep. I mean, right now, he's just the old guy in the club. The old guy in the club isn't necessarily the dirty old man.
Yeah.
It's just,
find
you're
out
the
that
old guy in the club.
Old guy in the club is playing roofies and girls' drinks or something.
Now you're a creep.
Now it's fucking
now,
wild.
Now you can't rock with them. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man, you get taken advantage of if you want. You pay for this VIP for everybody and all the people that are trying to build up some capital, save their money for the night.
You know, I thought Drake's first strike was a good calculated move. From lyrical content, you had a lot of catchy stuff in there. Then you had the beat being what it was, and I know there was like the leaked version and all that. We don't even got to get into all that.
But I didn't like the beat on Push Ups.
Even the final version.
It's better.
It's definitely
leaked
better.
version,
Yeah.
But I didn't like it.
Word.
Like, I mean,
Definitely not as memorable as a beat as like that.
So okay. So if that's a battle in that round, that battle's won by Metro.
Okay. Word.
So now I gotta say, if you just go lyric for lyric, did Kendrick really go crazy in your opinion? Because every time we talk about like that now, you say like that sounds louder.
Sounds louder.
And that to me is not something I attribute to his delivery or his bars. I attribute that to the beat.
Word. I think if I'm looking at all the lyrical content, so if we're just going from Kendrick's Like That verse to Push Ups and when we got the tailor-made freestyle, just how he's rapping. Even if some of the moments are kind of, because even Drake didn't make fun of when he did the hood, like that was alluding to I thought it was originally like that, but that's alluding to the Kodak track, one of the Kodak tracks that he's got on Mr. Morale, to push these niggas off me like hood.
Right.
So like that shit was fly, but like Kendrick shit with the just saying like these niggas is doing cute shit, and then people say, oh, the size 7 men's line is corny, but then people rebuttal and say, oh, well, the big 3, it's just big me shit is corny too. I remember you saying this is a lot of Spider-Man meme shit, and which I think is true. You could flip this anyway, like on one party to the next.
I'm looking at both of them like, yo, where's the shit?
Yeah, I think
like, where's the real? Like, where's the real bars?
Kendrick's delivery, we didn't know he was featured on it. Rappers been playing this game for years now with not having the features on the album to try to get people to listen to the full body of work. there's tweets going out. Yo, listen to it top to bottom. I remember Ibrahim Coleman's put out a tweet before the album. Y'all make sure y'all listen to it because we craft it to be a certain way. Motherfucker, we know that this is at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta, but I think it was the moment. It was like the beat. We've heard that sample before in hip hop, probably more famously for people in our generation, Lil Wayne, Drought 3, going crazy over that same sample. And then, you hear Kendrick on it. Yo, even if he didn't diss on there, I think Kendrick, if he did that same type of delivery, I think it's still like a more memorable moment. But then, you layer in some, y'all niggas is clicking up, y'all can't be legit, fucking, no 40 water, fucking, we snatching chains and burning tattoos, like, just the fieriness, I think it just hit better to me.
So to you, rap beef, the aggression is important?
I think that's a part of it, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. Even though not every diss track that we've gotten in history is always fiery. But, if we want to use Drake, Charged Up, it's a 40 beat. It's mad mellow. And he's kind of just talking. He's talking like, like me and you were talking.
And I think everything is case by case. Because if you talk about back to back being up tempo, I'm really
kind of more on the closer to push ups.
I don't have any qualms with it.
Word.
And that's the thing. Like, it's not really a tempo thing for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like some projects or some songs have different temperaments to them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't like the feel of the beat for push ups.
I can respect that, yeah.
I like the feel and the aggression of the beat and like that.
Word.
But I also like the feel and the aggression of the beat in Tailor Made.
Tailor Made, yeah. That shit is so calculated, bro.
Like, to me, the production aggression
sounds like a Dre beat.
Is important. Like, there's so many tactical things in Tailor Made. For it to be a part of the beef that doesn't count, I think that's very interesting. Because it's not going to count as an entry. It's not going to count as a round.
Okay.
To me.
Because is it all in the same round?
It's like, yo, come on, get out here.
Or is this like the promo for the fight? Yeah. Could you look at it like that?
Like, I feel like this, like it was almost like the ring girl walking around.
Word.
Like, you know what I mean? Holding the number up. Yeah, like, I don't get it. Like, it's like, yo, like, it's not gonna count, but it's a very important part in, like, rap beef history. Honestly. Like, because I don't, like, everybody uses
it's unprecedented.
The popular word AI. Yeah. AI. I don't think it's AI. I don't.
Like, you don't think that he used AI?
Like, I don't consider.
Oh,
like,
you don't.
Like, what we're considering AI, like the dude that created a whole fake Kendrick track and is like, yo, pin something. Like, it's like, yo, this is literally like auto-tune. This is Melodon. These are like it's a vocal chain. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's voice oh man, when people are in a dark room.
Yeah, like the filter. Yeah.
And they're doing the deep voice to hide their voice.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, every bit of that was Drake's delivery. It's just a voice that's a tone similar to Pac to evoke a certain feeling in the listener.
I think even not even just trying to
like Pac, I would have been like
it would have been some shit. Yeah, it'd have been like, come on. I think he even, not to because I have my feelings about it. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Again, hip hop. I think the shit is sacrilegious. I think it's fucked up. We just got the report today that it's allegedly Pac's people or his estate is trying to get it cease and desist, try to get it taken down.
From an Instagram post.
Which is hilarious, which, I mean, okay, you're gonna because who does it go to? Does it go to Drake or does it go to does it go to Meta to tell them to take it down? You know what I'm saying? Because whatever you post on there, they own it. So they own Drake's profile at the end of the day. Like, I do think it's a little sacrilegious, but listening to it, I feel like it's because we've definitely heard other AI renditions, like from 2 years ago. The thing that blew up on TikTok was the Weeknd and Drake record, whatever the name of that was, and whoever put that together. I think they might have tried to upload it on streaming, and it might have been there for a little bit and then got taken down.
Right.
But it lived on TikTok for like a year. People were able to keep downloading the sound and use it in their videos, and that it was kind of slapping. Insert all the fucking conversations with, is this dangerous, whatever. But I think, not to shoot him any bail, I think Drake, because it's like, it sounds like a Tupac, but it doesn't, it's not Tupac. Like, it's like, when you're talking about vocal chains, the mix isn't turned all the way up to 100. Probably got it at like 65, 70, to where it's like, it's enough of Pac's tone and enough of his likeness. Yeah, because it kind of it still sounds artificial. Where we heard that Kendrick shit, and we was like, yo, is this like a preview of we actually thought that could have been a Kendrick track, yo.
That's what, that's why, like, I can't look at it like that. You know, no pun. You know what I mean? Like, I just look at it like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, that was creative to, like, be like, yo, like, back to my analogy about them being in the corner waiting for the next round to start. It's like, yo, like, we kind of got Pac and Snoop on the side of him, coaching them, like getting ready for the next round. Like, yo, we need you, the West Coast savior. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's like amping them, poking them. Like, yo,
if there's any rapper that can do this,
it's him.
It's fucking Drake, yo. Yeah. It's fucking Drake, man.
It's him.
Unbelievable.
Like, I don't know, man. I gotta give it to him.
Like I told you, bro, 4:05 in the morning, yo, when I listened to that shit, I said, yo, I can't. Like I was chuckling. Like I wasn't on some like, oh, this is sacrilegious. Like
when
my
Shay
initial
first
reaction.
heard it, she was like, yo, it's morbid. She was, you know, and I get it. Like you're bringing up the image of a dead person.
And yo, I'm not even a wild. Like I'm not about to be sitting here like, yo, Tupac this, Tupac that. Like Tupac is a legend in his own right for sure. But like out of all the legends, I'm not the biggest fan of Tupac's music as a whole. But I told y'all in the group chat, I said, yo, yo, in the group chat, I'm like, yo, I can't believe Drake got me in here. Really,
always popping out. From that
facts, yo. Yo, but is he from Baltimore? Is he from New York? Is he from, no shade, yo. Rest in peace, Tupac. But like I was really in the group chat, like, yo, this nigga really got me defending like Tupac's honor, like, cause like as I listened to the record, two things happened. I'm like, it wasn't as like wow to me, even though I give him points for the creativity and all that shit. Because again, it's unprecedented, and we're at the point where this is dirty boxing. Yeah, where we're roped up, and now like we're doing everything we can to get a shot off. You know what I'm saying? So for sure, I give him all the points in the world for that. Don't dare anybody else to fucking do this shit again, because it's not gonna hit the same. Almost like
or be very careful if you're gonna use it.
That's a fact.
Like you got like I think you have to be tactical to start adding in things that aren't usually factored in rap beef. Like you have to do things in a certain way, and I mean you have to pick your spots. And I really believe that like he's seen an opportunity, and he seized an opportunity.
I think just having conversations with the guys, I'm just like, yo, like the West Coast. Even before we insert rap, the West Coast is a very prideful area.
100%.
Very prideful, very territorial. I mean, you got California artists that have said like, yo, I don't have to tour. I don't have to do a U.S. tour. California's so big, I could just be the regional local guy, right. And I'm chilling. So, and just we see how historically artists from that region have held up, like a flag. Bro, Kendrick getting the torch passed to him by all the fucking legends back in 2012, 2011, whenever that happened. Like, that's a huge moment. You don't see that in the South. You don't see that in the East like that. In the East, it's niggas taking the crown. Jay-Z and Nas going back to probably like 97, 98 after Big died, sending shots at one another. That was also a great bar to drop when you're poking at him to force speed in a response. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, bro, like, we handed you the torch at House of Blues. Like, you're supposed to be holding us down. Yeah. Like, oh, man. Like, everything you're saying is what was supposed to be evoked. Yeah. In utilizing those voices. Yeah. It's like, yo, bro, like, you can't not think of all the things you're saying. Even though those are the reasons that it was a risky move, the reasons that the West Coast could be offended,
it was also the reason to offend Kendrick directly. Because it's like, yo, bro, like, the nerve of you to do this. Like, how could you do this? Like, I told you, I really feel like it was a conversation starter. Like, it's not supposed to just stop at, like, is AI good or bad? No. Drake knew, like, with enough foresight, in my opinion. I can't say that it's true, but in my opinion, he knew that people would say, well, if that's AI, and start turning the fan bases against each other. If that's AI, is it AI for him to use Pac's voice at the end of To Pimp a Butterfly? Oh, is it okay for him to use deep fake technology?
Yep.
Like, you know, like I didn't use Nipsey's voice. I thought it was too soon. He used Nipsey and personified his words and said he feels like Nipsey feels this way about his killer. Like even with his family's blessing, is that not too soon? Like, I think he wanted to spawn those conversations because this is all a big game of like my narrative versus your narrative. Like, and you know what I mean?
When
like
they do it, it's a problem when I do it.
The more you're not saying anything, the more people have to keep rehashing the things that we have.
Word.
So, okay, like weeks upon weeks later, we're talking about the feel of like that. We're talking about the aggression. We're not talking about the words, no disrespect. But right now, we could be entering a conversation where we're actually like poking holes in somebody's discography. Like that was something that was thought to be so creative and impactful. But now it's like, are we hypocrites? Because we think that's trash, but we think this is great. Oh, wait, are both trash? Like all these, like it's like we're filling the silence with potential doubt.
Yeah.
And that's scary. Like, if you're in a battle, like, yo, I need these niggas to believe in me. Like, I've been saying, like, yo, these niggas won't say Candyman for all this time. Like, it's, like, you're...
Because that's where...
It's a tactical move.
That's where Drake and his fan base, that's what they're really grasping onto is, like, oh, like, even Drake said it. Like, yo, you started this shit, yo.
More
this
narrative
is what
shaping.
you want, yeah.
More narrative shaping.
Yep. And but then you got people on the other side that are like, yo, silence is deafening.
And there's
like,
more, and there's people that saying that like, push-ups wasn't good enough to deserve a response.
And I was gonna say something. So I ride around, doing Uber side hustle shit, and I usually have the radio on for the customers. And even though I'm listening to podcasts or other stuff in my headphones, I still got another ear that's kind of hearing what's on the radio. Like that, even though radio is mostly playlists and shit now, like that is getting spun. It's been 2 weeks. I just heard push-ups for the first time on radio today, this morning, bro. Which kind of like, I found that to be weird, though, because I found it to be weird, yo. Like, now I know it took a little while to get put on DSPs.
I think that's important when you talk about playlisting and radio nowadays.
But I would think day one, like how a lot of people's records get spun on, Thursday midnight, we get the album. Yo, if you wake up in the morning, 6, 7 a.m. in the morning, you're probably catching, or at least by noontime, you're catching whatever the single is from said artist. It could be just artist X. It doesn't have to be these guys.
I got you.
So I'm like, all right, this is a big moment in hip hop. This is what everybody's been talking about nonstop, 7 days a week, yo. Social media, on accident, you're gonna stumble into content.
Right, that's a fact.
Push-ups, I think, was radio worthy and moment worthy. Why am I just now hearing that on like our vanilla ass radio that it's again is just playing playlist style music? I'm like, I'm not saying I don't think there's no conspiracy. It's Drake. He's fucking a part of the machine, or that we know as the machine, as UMG and shit like that.
Right.
Why is that shit just now getting played on the radio? I find that just to be a little weird. It may not mean anything. It could mean nothing at all. It could just
Could mean a lot.
Or it could mean a lot, yo. I just found I'm like, damn, yo, like
I think
I bang that shit in the whip. I'm not gonna lie. I play them shits back to back. Throw Ross's shit in there.
I'm not trying to give any give any bail to Drake, but that unconventional rollout definitely, like, it works in the moment, but it shapes the momentum when you're trying to put it in traditional mediums, in my opinion.
Word.
Like, you know what I mean? Like the fact that
Maybe he doesn't care about
Saturday. Like,
because people gonna play it regardless.
but you know what's corny, bro? Like, it's like maybe he should care about it, because when it comes down to it, this is the type of generation that'll say like, oh, like his fan base will go, well, the radio's dead. They'll do that to justify, to counter what you just said.
It's moving
What
goalposts.
you just said could be a great point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, yo, I don't listen to the radio, and that's not me trying to combat the argument by saying that. That's just me stating the facts for me. I'm like, okay, I don't listen to the radio, but does that mean that there's not a bunch of people that do? So if there's not a bunch of people that listen to the radio, and I mean, if there's a bunch of people that do listen to the radio, but they actually don't count that, what do you think?
Right.
Like, what are you supposed to say? It's like, yo, my nigga, like, at the end of the day, like, I just heard it. Like, say your radio listening frequency was the total of your musical experience. You heard like that for how many weeks? And you just heard Drake today. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And if you want to win over as many people in this narrative game, that's probably something you want to consider.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about DJ academics.
Right.
It's not about,
right.
oh, I just text him and now he knows that it's the real one. Oh, it's about to go crazy. Like, it's not about that.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. And even that, yeah, that's another layer to this new rap beef shit. Yeah, we didn't have these types of rollouts where now we're using podcasters, social media influencers, streamers to release music. Yeah, we didn't have that when Back to Back and Charged Up and even.
And I mean, we are in our newest time.
Yeah.
But this is the newest version of rap beef. Like, you know what I mean? Like Instagram posts.
Yeah, we're using every resource available now.
But I mean, I heard you quickly mention Ross's entry. Ross was mentioned. Ross responded. And
that night.
Yeah. 2 hours later.
Shout out to the old era.
Yeah. Now, the beautiful thing about what Ross did is I think when I said Drake is like taking all these things and building. He's like building himself into this combat machine, for lack of better words. It's like, yo, like I think that Pusha T diss was scathing. And I think he knows that he has to be able to cut that deep if he wants to cut. He got that from that. He learned that in that loss. He learned a lesson about, I think that he knew the lesson about quantity. And if my theory is right, then he'll drop again and say that he learned in the loss to Button.
Word.
Like, I mean, right now we're still at the same count as Back to Back with 2 songs.
2 songs.
If I get a third song, I'm going to think that he learned from the loss to Button. Now, after that, I'm going to say he didn't know the humor lesson.
Nah.
Ross taught him the humor lesson.
Back to Back had, and maybe not necessarily humor, but I mean
I don't mean witty lines. I don't mean witty lines because that's witty, that's clever, it's funny,
and it's true.
But yeah,
she
you know
did
what I mean?
take him on tour.
But when I say humor, posting funny things.
Oh, all the we're waiting on you posting Kendrick's manager or whoever that dude
the
was.
Funny, the humor element, like that made him like that's what we're going back to 50. Tia told me, Officer Ricky, all these antics that are part of rap beef, and like you're actually seeing him in real time learn to incorporate that. So he's like, oh my troll game, because he does troll. He's always been a troll.
Yes, sir.
I mean, all the way back to Hotline Bling and all that stuff. So it's like, yo, he's like, oh, let me incorporate my troll game into the combat arena. Thanks, Ross, for reminding me of that. You just helped me. And like now, all of a sudden, we're getting just a voice note with the artificial intelligence voices, because the troll element, because the fun poking element, the while we'll wait on you sarcastic element. Like, you know,
rant at the end, where he's just talking, I better get a quintuple entendre. That shit took me out, yo.
That right there is the difference between push-ups and tailor-made. Even though it was cheesy to say a size 7 men's on, do you understand how much better size 7 men's would have sounded if it wasn't a bar? Because it sounded corny as hell as a bar. Yeah. If he would have said at the end of push-ups, like, yo, how you going to be a big stepper when you got kid shoes on? If he would have said that jokingly, the way he said the quintuple entendre thing.
Cameron to Jay-Z.
That's
how you the king of New York
element.
with chancletas and jeans on, changing his fucking age 3 times in the same sentence, yo.
The humor
He's
element,
46 years old, yeah.
The humor element shifts things.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything's not like, yo, we could say a lot of funny things that aren't bars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just showing, like, it's like, oh, this is my humor element. Like, this is a little bit more of my personality. Like, you know what? Like, you guys are getting that part of me.
Word.
And at the end of the day, even if we go back to Pop, hit him up.
Yeah.
Like, the most impactful part of it is
them
not
first,
the rap.
It's the first
before
4 bars.
the thing even starts.
Yeah.
No, before the beat drops.
Oh, yeah. You know, I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
Is literally the most important part of the song.
Yeah.
Is not a rap.
Yeah.
So you start to pick up these things, and I mean, God forbid you're like, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, sing it. You feel me?
Yeah.
One time for Royal Soul.
Yeah.
In the back, we are at Royal Soul Productions. You feel me? We at Royal Soul Production Studio. You know, like, telling you.
Oh, man. That's funny, man.
The production is valued. It's showed in the production value. You feel me? All day.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, bro, it's just like one of those things where I can't help it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I can't help but, like, give it credit and be like, yo, this dude is, like, literally, like, if you're watching someone add skills while they're doing something, you're like, yo, this player is getting better. Like, I'm watching the games. He's getting better.
Yo, shout out to our Marvel fans at home. This is like Taskmaster. He can, or she, they turned him into a girl, but
what's that, shapeshifter or whatever?
Nah,
I'm sorry, I'm
you good. Nah,
terrible at
Taskmaster is a character like I think he's got like some like AI built, or maybe the older version of him. He's not like an android or anything in any type of way, but he can adapt to people's fighting skills in like real time.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So like, and then he stores everyone else's fucking fighting style, so he's constantly improving. So it's like you might be a better fighter than him before he meets you, but then as he's taking the punches from you, he's learning your style, and then now he knows how to counter everything that you do.
Yo, who was that in Mortal Kombat that did that?
Oh, see, you got me. Yeah.
Is that Shang Tsung?
Actually, no, yeah. He took people. That's when he takes people's souls and all that shit. Yeah. Same shit. Same theory.
Shout out to me, because I'm not into
Word.
none of that shit.
Word. that was a good pull, yo. That was a good pull.
But, you know,
but no, that's exactly what that is, bro.
It seems like he's in that era when it comes to his style of combat.
Word.
He's like picking up knowledge and like adding it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's happening in real time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And matter of fact, I'll say this. We wouldn't know if it was happening in real time or not if Kendrick was responding.
That's a fact.
That's the messed up part about this. Like, I did see it on Button. They spoke on writing speeds. And the thing about writing speeds is like, yo, like, I really believe that if Kendrick was responding, he would have had to deal with that and respond to that. So you wouldn't be having time to like, add humor. I'm going to add some IG posts. I'm actually going to think about putting voices and troll him. Like, none of this stuff would have happened. We'd have been getting to the shit right now. We can't get to the shit because we're waiting. That's no shade, but it's like, yo, wait. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I don't want to hear it if it doesn't come next week. Like, that's not true.
That's not true. Everybody's
whenever
still
it drops, I'm going to listen. And we're going to call Welch, and we're going to bother him, and we're going to be right here, and we're going to be talking. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to iron a shirt, and I'm going to pull up. Like, you know, like it's going to happen. We're going to be right here, and we're going to talk about it. So I'm not going to sit here and act like, the time clock's ticking. But speaking of the time clock ticking, are we out of time with being Kanye West fans?
I'm biased. I'm not.
I never thought something Kanye West did musically could fall on such deaf ears.
Damn. That's when you know what's fucked up? I was hearing Kanye's verse mixed in with the original track more than I was hearing Push Up on fucking radio, bro.
Do you understand how amazing that beat is that Kanye did?
Shit's crazy.
You can't be Kanye
and
make a beat that's that great and it get no pub. Like, we're not getting enough conversation for how great that beat is, which shows how much we don't, as the masses, want to hear Kanye West rap right now.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Not needed as a biased Kanye fan.
I fuck with
Kanye.
It.
Yeah, I fuck with it. But it was like, bro, we didn't need this. And this also kind of leads to what most of us are speculating, where it's just like, Ross jumping in was one thing.
Too many people not minding their business.
Yeah, like, clear the lane. I want the ISO, bro.
Clear the runway so Kendrick can actually go.
Yeah. Even though I don't want to, everything is speculation, and the speculation is getting too wild to where, like, it is kind of taking me. I'm still invested, but I'm not like, it's when it drops, it drops.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, damn, do we think that Kendrick thinks that? Because again, it's silent right now.
It says nothing.
It says nothing. Maybe he's got 3-4 records. You know what I'm saying? And I think he wants to battle Drake how he wants to battle Drake, not how we want him to battle. Because he don't do the social media antics. Ross and them are cool with the social media antics. Kanye is cool with the social media antics. Kendrick might really just want to send visceral bars, and that's it.
Then send them.
Send it. You got to send
it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. Like, you know what I mean?
Something. I'll take a 30-minute preview on PG Lang, black screen. Right? When I said 30-minute, my fault. 30-second preview on a PG Lang page where it just cuts out. That's like, I'd be cool with that, and then let everybody stew. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Just let us know that you've heard the shit too. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be in New York doing pull-ups with the old heads.
Start like, yo, you and Cole was on the phone.
Yo, 4-hour FaceTime is nuts.
I know why you got out the car yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
I know why you got out the car yesterday.
Yeah.
And they hear the door slam, boom, let the beat drop.
Yeah.
Like, let me hear something.
Something, bro.
Like, let me hear something. Nigga, boom.
Bro,
like, let me hear something.
You gave us a fucking, I would be okay with, remember how he did the letter 4-6 months before Mr. Morale came out after not being on social media for years. We get that letter and he's like, yo, I heard everything that y'all was doing. This shit's trash. Y'all still sound uninspired. Whatever the fuck he was saying. I would take one of those, bro.
Like, one of them little weird typewriter.
Yes.
Center letter. Like, yo, bro, he could do that and say right now, like, yo, you still not good enough to force me to not respond until I'm ready. Oklahoma.
Something. Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, he doesn't think you're good enough. It's crazy. Like, I'm looking like the meme when it do that.
Exactly. Exactly, yo. Exactly. You just cooked them, yo.
Like, word.
You know what I'm saying? So, something, yo. Something. But remains to be seen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Remains to be seen.
Seen.
On brand as fuck, yo.
I'm telling you.
Know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I just really, it's unfortunate. Honestly, I don't think, but I do think that Kanye talking about J. Cole gives J. Cole a little bit of opportunity.
Yeah. Slap him.
I think J. Cole should fight back.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'd be a great time for J. Cole to say, like, yo, y'all thought because I was, like, not wanting to fight my brother.
That I can't fight.
That I don't want to fight. I'll fight y'all niggas.
Yeah, like...
it's a handicap match. Because we never knew that people felt that about Kanye.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, and I'm not saying that... I'm not saying anything he did was Like, Kanye was being Kanye. You know what I mean? A little cheesy, a little humorous, like, not the best rapper. Like, this is Kanye, but very talented as a producer. That all happened in that diss.
He knows how to create a moment.
And lots of people are not caring.
Yeah.
More people cared about the Ross diss.
Yeah. Like, the Kanye fans like me are like, yo, Kanye, but we didn't need it. Consensus among even Kanye fans is like, yo, we didn't need it, but like, yo, it's cool. Like, we know you don't like Drake or you have a complicated history with Drake.
We've talked about every element of this back and forth. And we haven't talked about the Kanye.
Yeah. I mean, it is because it's kind of irrelevant, yo. 7 a.m. and Bridal Path got him out of here.
Like, bro, it's not fair how much you solidified that you're an afterthought.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
Like, you did yourself a disservice, but I mean, it's Cole's time to, like, literally see an opponent because he couldn't, even if he did it to Simba, it'd be like, Simba's not important enough for you to do this, and now you're just doing. Oh, I know you ain't talking.
Yeah,
and
but
you're going crazy.
He could chef up Simba, young Simba.
Yeah.
Just,
I mean, it was easy, and I'm not saying like Simba's dumb nice. No knock to Simba.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, it's like, oh, like it's a different class. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, yo, if you're trying to put yourself on this level, like, even if you're just like, yo, I'm punching up, even though technically he's punching down right now. If you look at the response Kanye's getting, this is like literally some Floyd Mayweather pick my opponents type shit. Is it like you're picking a fight that you can win right now?
Like, yo, my boys can tell me that I got big ears. You can't tell me I got big ears, nigga.
I'm telling you.
Because you're nobody.
And I mean, like, right now, I mean, I think we've kind of updated everybody.
I think so. Yeah. You know,
until the next thing that's seen or heard.
Like, subscribe, share.
We'll see you then.
One.
What you see is what you get. It's what you get. Then what you see is what you get.